to today's live IELTS class. My name is Adrian and I'm streaming to you from beautiful Budapest. I hope everybody had a good week and is looking forward to a nice, relaxing, and healthy weekend. In this class, we are focusing on the Task 2 essay, specifically on the body paragraphs and the conclusion. This class is a members chat only class. Of course, everybody is welcome to watch. Hi, Awaz. Hi, Boomy. In about 90 minutes, we will have an all-chat class focusing on the listening section, parts 3 and part 4. While we wait for some more members, this lesson is brought to you by aehelp.com for academic IELTS help. Visit us there. Join our premium package. For the general IELTS, visit us at IELTShelp.com. On both of these websites, we have over 100 hours of HD video lessons, a fully interactive course for your phone, tablet, PC, as well as original practice exams. This is the academic version of our website here. Click that big red button to join the premium package. Spend a couple dollars to get the right structured materials to get those high band scores. Hi Rajveer, hi Pavan, Hamant, Dr. Krishna, Tito. Nice to see many of our members in the class now. This is the general version of our website here with the green background. Again, do yourself a favor, spend a few dollars, click that big red button, join the premium package, and begin learning for success on the IELTS exam. Of course, you can download and link the apps to your web accounts. Academic IELTS Help for the aehelp.com website. The app links to the website, so you're learning from the same account. And General IELTS Help, of course, will link to the gieltshelp.com web account, so you can move between your PC and your phone. Hi, Ferdobs. Awaz, in many countries, including Hungary, we have what's called daylight savings, where the time shifts either forward or backwards an hour, depending on the season. In the springtime, it shifts backwards 1 hour, so that's why the class is an hour earlier. In the wintertime, it shifts forward an hour. It's the same in the UK, Australia, Canada as well. So make sure you know that daylight savings is common for many countries. So the time shifts. Some countries it doesn't. So that's why it's a little bit earlier now, because we had daylight savings on the 29th of March here in Hungary. In Canada, it was actually on March 26th. So to make things even more confusing, it doesn't shift on the same day. Different countries shifts on different days. Okay. It's a way to save electricity, I believe. That's the concept behind it. But if you really want to read up on it, just search for daylight savings. All right, anyway, students, if you have questions about the IELTS exam or about our product, send me an email to adrian@aehelp.com. So today, task 2, we'll finish the essay we started yesterday, then listening, and tomorrow we will have speaking part 2 followed by speaking part 3. Speaking part 2 will be for members. Okay, let's just quickly review the task 2 question. And members, get your introductory paragraphs ready. I will ask you to share your hook and background information in just a moment, and then we'll compare. Okay? Here we go. So, IELTS Task 2 Writing. Some people feel that the economic consequences of social distancing poses a greater threat to humanity than the virus it is meant to control. What do you believe and why? Give explanations and examples to support your opinion. We paraphrased it. We identified the topic as social distancing, or the effects of social distancing. The controlling ideas were the consequences in the economy versus the virus itself. We did some really good planning, critical thinking of the topic and the controlling idea. And then we developed our thesis statement. So the better thesis was presented by Rajveer, and this is just a little bit of a tweak on that. So although certain individuals feel that social distancing causes financial problems, I believe that it is necessary to control the virus to save people's lives and to assist the healthcare system. Okay, so that's our thesis. Now, let's put together the introduction. So go ahead, members, share some hook statements with me, please. For all of our viewers, the introduction starts with what's called a hook. Okay, when you think of the hook, think of a fishing hook like this with a nice big plump juicy worm on it. Probably not too happy about being on the hook. To catch the reader, and the reader, of course, is becoming interested in what you're writing. So this is your reader, the fish. Okay, and your hook statement catches the reader. That's why it's called a hook, because it catches the reader's attention and gets them focused on the topic. Yes, it is important for the IELTS Task 2 if you want to get a Band 7 or more. Okay, Firdavs Nabiev says, during the last 2 decades, the world economy has lost billions of dollars due to pandemics. Okay, the then ever doesn't make sense there, Firdavs, so take that out. Tito says, in this growing world, controlling and dominating different types of viral and bacterial diseases, as well as the development of preservation. Okay, Firdavs, Tito, what's the topic? What is the topic of this essay? Rajveer says, people are concerned about the effectiveness of social distancing during a pandemic. That's very good, Rajveer. Tito, Firdavs, take a note of Rajveer's hook. It includes the topic, which is social distancing. Same with Elena. Elena says the government has embraced social distancing to stop the spread of the COVID-19 virus. It's very nice, Elena. So I'll rewrite a couple of the hooks that I think are the ones which get the high band scores. So here's a hook by Elena that would get you a high band score. Okay, governments have embraced the practice of social distancing. I'm just tuning it a little bit, Elena, but the idea is excellent, to stop the spread of virus. Okay, that is a very good hook. Let me erase my fishing drawing here of the reader. So here we go. Governments have embraced the practice of social distancing to stop the spread of virus. Okay, viruses, both can be used as plural. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's a good word count, Elena, for the hook, okay? And it's accurate. It catches the reader's attention, makes them want to read more of this essay. So that's good. All right, Roshni says, human fear to the deadly viruses like Ebola and COVID-19 come unknowingly and bestow mercy on none. Roshni, it's not bad, but again, the topic is not actually the virus. The topic is social distancing. So be really careful, students. Make sure that you are controlling your thoughts and your thoughts are not controlling you. Okay? I'm going to write this down for you as a big tip for getting a good mark on your next IELTS Task 2. Okay, so this is a big tip because this is one of the most common mistakes, is that people's thoughts run away with different ideas and they lose sight of the question. So Students, make sure to be in control of your thoughts and not your thoughts in control of you. I know that sounds kind of weird or strange to really understand, but I think you know what I'm saying. Okay, so this means do not lose sight of the accurate topic and controlling idea. If you do that, you're going to lose marks faster than ever. No matter how good your English is, especially in the academic IELTS, if you're not on topic, you're losing marks, and you're losing them fast. Okay? So careful. All right. Dr. Krishna says, if you have life, you are blessed already. Dr. Krishna, that's too general, and don't use the word you, okay, in your essay. You do not want to speak directly to your reader. It's awkward. You only do that, Dr. Krishna, in narrative essays, all right? Only in narrative essays are you ever using you, or if you're giving instructions like in management or in school. That's why I can say you should not use you. Teachers will use you, managers will use you, narrative writing will use you, but not persuasive writing, okay? Not usually. Charlie Sen says, maintaining social distancing is not an easy job as we humans are social by nature. That is a beautiful Band 9 hook, Charlie. That's the second favorite of the day. Okay, so Elena, Charlie, so far have the best ones. Rajveer, yours was okay as well. Definitely Charlie and Elena take the cake so far. So maintaining social distancing is not an easy job as humans are social by nature. Okay, look at how beautiful that hook is, students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 words. Again, so 14, just like Elena's, including the topic, social distancing. And look at where the social distancing comes. It's the second and third word. So it's really introducing the topic quickly. It's stating a very clear fact. And it makes me, the reader, curious to know more about what this writer has to offer. Okay? That's what gets you the high marks. That's the kind of writing you need to do. Okay? Kesey, nice to see you in class. Kesey says, social distancing is one of the measures to protect human life in a pandemic. Another really nice hook, okay? So there are lots of different hooks that you can write, and these are great. But again, look at this. So Kesey is introducing, and this is a good strategy, students, to introduce the topic as the first word of your essay, okay? Why not? Right? Why not tell your reader in the first point, in the first word, what your essay will focus on as the key point, right? As the topic. So social distancing is one of the measures implemented to protect, we don't even need the word implemented. You're right, Kesey, just measures to protect. We want to be concise. Human life in a pandemic. Again, beautiful. I'm using size 14 font here, and look at these hooks. They're no more than one line at size 14 font. That's great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 seems to be the magic number for these hooks. Again, really nice. Well done, Kesey. Okay. Hemant says, social distancing has become an ultimate resort globally to stop pandemics, period. Don't even get into the COVID-19, Hemant. Just stop with pandemics. A really nice hook as well, Hemant. Okay. Dr. Krishna, stay away from proverbs in the IELTS exam. Don't use a proverb for the hook. Use your own thoughts, okay? Just like these ones. looks better. Okay, the IELTS examiners don't really like to see memorized phrases in the writing. They won't give you high marks for those. Okay. All right. Roshni says social distancing plays an imperative role for humans to control spreading a virus. Very good, Roshni. Another nice hook. Awaz says social distancing is the most popular way to behave during a pandemic. I don't know about communicate, Awaz. It's a little bit confusing what you mean by communicate, but you're on the right track, Awaz. Okay. Tito, I see that you retried there. Social distancing is the main concern of governments and humans to preserve mankind. Much better, Tito. Ferdov says social distancing can save many lives. Look at that, Ferdovs. That's what you're looking for. So one more by Ferdovs here. I'm just going to write this because you can see how simple and elegant the hook can be. Social distancing can save many lives. Okay. It's a little bit opinionated, but I love how concise it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words. It's great. Okay, so those are good hook statements. All right. Let me try to get just the hook. So, all right, here we go. So I've written my introductory paragraph as well in preparation for this class. And here's my hook. So social distancing is a difficult state to maintain during a crisis. That's all I've written. Look at that. And like you, I figured why not introduce the topic right away as the first 2 words. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 words on my hook. Simple, to the point, makes the reader interested. Social distancing is a difficult state to maintain during a crisis. Okay? Gets the reader interested. They want to know more. The examiner goes, all right, this person obviously knows how to begin an essay with this question. Sudamsh, welcome to our group of members. Okay, give me some background. Anybody prepare the background? If you've prepared your background, please share it now. I'm going to do the same, so I'll share my background information as well. Okay, here's my background. So definition: restricted leave and physical segregation from others go against the fundamental nature of humans. I think somebody said similar for their hook. Furthermore, modern economy is deeply intertwined with human social interaction and productivity. Clearly, social distancing has serious consequences. Okay, so that's my background. All right, and I see lots of other background statements coming. Again, remember, students, the background, you're focusing on the definition of the controlling ideas, the topic, in this case, the economy, the virus, social distancing, and the importance of this. Right? So Ferdov says, in order to minimize contagion, people have to stay at home, work from home, utilize online services, and these lead to shut down many businesses. Most individuals lose their jobs. Very nice, Ferdovs. Lost their jobs as certain economic spheres are highly connected and dependent on social interaction. It is vital to save people's lives, and the economy can be rebuilt. Ferdovs, really nice background writing. I like it. Okay, I can tell that you thought deeply about it. You used the notes from the preparation stage. It's fantastic. And I'm sure now, for many of our regular members, you're getting much faster at this. So you're getting much more accurate and faster. That's excellent. Okay, excellent. Rajveer says, people usually maintain 1 meter distance from each other and restrict their movements in public places to necessity, food, and work. Social isolation plays a vital role to control the spread of the virus in the global community. Okay, that's good so far, Rajveer. I might throw in, or you should throw in a little bit about the economy. However, this comes at a great cost to the economy. Okay, so something like that, Rajveer, just a little mention of the economic background in this whole context. Okay. Tito says it is a belief that social distancing can prevent the spread of viral pandemics, but eventually it increases the threat of economic issues. Social distancing is a process in which humans of different societies and communities spread apart and maintain physical space of 1 meter to 2 meters, according to government mandates and quarantines to make people stay at home. However, this isolation causes massive destruction in the business and organizational spheres. It increases financial ramifications. Very nice, Tito. Very, very nice. Good writing, students. Kesey says societies are split up in small groups and people are limited to contact each other. Good start, Kesey. Keep going with the economic. This has a negative impact on the economy as production, supply, and demand chains require the interaction of people, right, Kesey? So a little bit about that. Dr. Krishna says, in recent times, life-threatening viral pandemics have demanded people to stay at home in quarantine. Although the effects of social isolation is definitely going to reflect financially. Okay, Dr. Krishna, very good. I would start a new sentence with although, so I would put a period after quarantine and then although, capital A, comma after although the effects of social isolation is definitely going to reflect negatively on the financial state of the world. Okay, so make sure to include the qualifier word, Dr. Krishna, negatively, reflect negatively. Okay, don't expect your reader to know that. Okay, hey, who knows, maybe in the end it'll come out as a positive. I don't know. We can always hope. Okay, good. All right, so I see more coming up. That's good, students. Let's keep going. I want to definitely get into the body paragraphs. I promise I will look at as many of them as I can throughout, okay? All right, so again, here's my background, and then we created the thesis. So for today, of course, let's work on the same thesis, on the same essay, everyone. So we'll use the thesis that was suggested by Rajveer yesterday. It's a good one. Okay, so this is the background here. So here's the full essay, and then here's, of course, the thesis. And hey, after you finish this essay, you can even share it online on Facebook and so on if you want to express your current thoughts on the state of the world. Okay, so here's the full introduction. So the hook, social distancing is a difficult state to maintain during a crisis. Background, restricted leave and physical segregation from others go against the fundamental nature of humans. Furthermore, modern economy is deeply intertwined with human social interaction and productivity. Clearly, social distancing has serious consequences. Although certain individuals feel that social distancing causes dire financial problems, I believe that it is necessary to control the virus to save people's lives and to assist the healthcare system. Okay, so save people's lives will be body paragraph 1, connecting that to the impact in the economy as well. Okay, so let's write our body 1 topic sentence. Which has to focus on social distancing to save lives and its place in the economy. Okay, I'm trying to give you a tip without writing the sentence. Okay, so give me a topic sentence which now introduces this body paragraph to your reader, the focus of it. Give a deeper definition of the benefit of social distancing in contrast to the economy. So give me a topic sentence. Don't overthink it. The topic sentence, like the hook, doesn't necessarily have to be long and complicated. It's always a good idea, students, for the first sentence of each paragraph to be kind of short, clear, to the point, without mistakes. So no grammatical or no mistakes in content or context as well. It's your first impression for that paragraph, okay? Okay, very nice. So Rajveer says humans are the greatest assets of the economy and they must be looked after during the outbreak of a virus. Sudamsh, our new member, nice. Establishing a social distancing among humans should be a first precaution by any government for the occurrence of spreading a pandemic. Okay, Sudamsh, it's too general. For the body paragraph, you want to be more specific to your first point, which is saving lives and its connection to the economy. Okay. Elena says social distancing has a direct negative effect on the economy. Elena, we're not going with that. You could do that if you have a different thesis. But for this thesis, we're going with saving lives is saving the economy. Okay? Because we said that we would write about the fact that social distancing is important, and we disagree with the fact that it's a worst impact for the economy. So let's stay on that side, Elena. Okay, Hemant says human resources are the DNA of any nation, social and economic body. Beautiful topic sentence, Hemant. I love it. I love it. It's a university level writing, composition, very nicely done. So Hemant Rajveer, great job so far. Kisi says the death toll has decreased since governments implemented social distancing worldwide, and in the long run, this will benefit the economy. So Kisi, you have the right idea. Make the connection to the economic concept in the question also. Okay, so Kisi, you're almost there. If you finish with the death toll has decreased since governments implemented social distancing worldwide, and in the long run, this will benefit the economy. So if you finish with that, Kisi, in the long run, this will benefit the economy, I think you'll make a much better body paragraph. Okay? So keep on that. Ferdov says social distancing helps people to save their lives, and the economy is losing money momentarily. Okay, or for Dobbs, you could say social distancing helps people to save their lives and the economy in the long term. We could argue for that, right? Save people's lives, save money. Yeah. Okay. Roshni says self-isolation directly impacts financial budget. Roshni, it's too broad. Okay, you need to be a little bit more clear with that. Charlie Sen says human resources are an integral part of society. It's necessary to save humans at any cost, even if the government has to implement social distancing. It's okay. Tito, social distancing helps prevent humans and societies from the virus, which are the main aspects of life and ultimately the economy, right? So finish with that, students. All right, I'm going to take Hemant's this time because I really liked that statement. Hemant, I'm going to replace the word DNA. I know where you're going with that, but I'm going to replace it with the word foundation, okay? So human resources are the foundation of any nation's social and economic body. Therefore, social distancing is the right countermeasure in a pandemic. Okay. All right. So Thank you for that, Hemant. That's a really nice topic sentence. I added a little bit to it, Hemant, but I think you could start with just what you wrote and then go more deeply into this second half of my sentence. So, human resources are the foundation of any nation's social and economic body. Therefore, social distancing is the right countermeasure in a pandemic. All right, so clearly now we need to explain this. So, what do you mean that human life is the foundation of the economy? What do you mean by that? Explain that to me in some sort of measurable format. And you're absolutely right. Here's an interesting fact while you're thinking of the explanation. Your birth certificate and your death certificate are actually bank notes. So if you look carefully at your original birth certificate and death certificate, when a child is born, well, hopefully not death certificate, but when you look at your birth certificate, when a child is born, you get a birth certificate, or your parents, and a birth certificate goes also to the government as a human resource asset. And that actually has a value placed on it, like $1 million. Okay, so human resources are, in fact, the foundation of our economic structure. Okay, all right, so give me an explanation. Okay, so what are we saying here? Okay. So Tito says social distancing helps preserve human beings and societies from a virus, which are the main aspects of life. Okay, Tito, not bad. Keep focusing on the economy. Abhishek says social distancing not only saves lives, but also helps the growth of the economy in the long run. Good. So those are your topic sentences. Abhishek, that's a good topic sentence. One important correction, Abhishek. Don't use the word will. Okay? You don't need to jump to the future. Just state it as a general fact. All right, while you're thinking of your explanations, I'm going to write down mine as well. So clearly, humans create both the foundation, or both the supply and demand needed for production and economic systems. In economic systems. So, saving the lives of potential customers and producers can eventually lead to a better economy or financial status. Okay. All right. And we can keep going with it. I just want to see what you've written so far. Rajveer says, it is an undeniable fact that social isolation brings distress in the economy by wiping out thousands of jobs and millions of dollars lost due to restricted businesses. But these resources are of no use if there aren't people left to manage them. Preeti says social distancing is immensely important to save billions of lives and therefore billions of dollars. Right, Preeti? Finish that sentence. But it's a good start. For Dobbs, during a pandemic, many individuals cannot work, run their business, and they could lose millions of dollars. However, people may save their lives, and it is not only for the economy in the long term. And then I can see where you're going with it, Firdaus, so good job. Charlie says humans help build the nation, whether it's cultural or economical. Cultural rituals maintained by humans tells us about the root of that nation. Also, economic growth also tells how potential... I think you're going off topic there, Charlie. Try to revise that, Okay, I'm not sure where you're going with it, but I think it feels like you're lost in that sentence, Charlie. So you want to rethink that. Okay. Tito, nice. Tito says humans are the main source of economic production. So in order to save life, governments should focus on preventing pandemics by social distancing and funding and aiding individuals. Yeah, Tito, okay, you're on the right track, okay? So clearly, this is kind of similar, Tito, to mine. Clearly, humans create both the supply and demand needed for production in economic systems. So saving the lives of potential customers and producers can eventually lead to a better financial status. The more than 10 million lives saved so far by social distancing is worth billions of dollars in savings. All right. So again, you don't have to know true facts for the IELTS. You can make it up, but we can argue that many people have been saved by social distancing so far. Just imagine if nobody cared about the COVID-19. We let anybody just get infected. If they die, they die. So what? I'm sure we would have a lot more fatalities. So I just come up with a number, right? The more than 10 million lives saved so far by social distancing is worth billions of dollars in future savings and production. Savings and earnings. Okay, I can say that. All right. Okay. Let's see. Sudhamsh says the country's economic status goes haywire due to a pandemic outbreak. And to maintain, humans should maintain social distancing. Okay, Sudhamsh, that's a description, but I'm not sure where you're going with it. So you want to write in such a way, Sudhamsh, that I have a clear idea of where you're going. And that means you need to know. So if I ask you, what's your ultimate goal here? What are you trying to tell me? Then you need to know that. Now, I know you missed yesterday's class, Sudhamsh, or you weren't in the chat, but that's where planning is very useful. Okay. Iman says governments should leave no stone unturned to protect human assets. As a nation without consumers is like the sky without the sun. Okay. Hemant, it's good. I like the first half of it. I wouldn't really put that simile, like the sky without the sun, in there. It's a bit awkward. I don't think the examiner will give you points for that because it's more confusing than helpful in this case. Okay. Awaz says, without human resources, the economy cannot grow, as it is the fundamental part of the economy. Therefore, saving individuals' lives and preventing a pandemic plays an important role in the overall economic state. Okay, Awaz, good. I made a couple corrections there. Awaz, individuals, you can actually use that as a plural. So you can write individuals and put the apostrophe after the S, and then not life, but lives in that case. Okay. All right, Charlie, second try. Humans are the consumers as well as the sellers in the society, which directly help to build the economic system. Therefore, yeah, good, Charlie, much better. Keep going with that idea, okay? All right, so example. Give me an example, students. I'm going to give you a little bit of a head start here. So give me an example, a real life example. Okay. All right. Okay, Hemant, gotcha. Ferdov says, in China, for instance, during the COVID-19 pandemic, social distancing has saved thousands of lives and the fatality dropped to 2.7%. Now the economy is experiencing an increase of 15% production. Yeah, I would finish with that for Dovs. So very good for Dovs. Finish with the economy, right? So in China, social distancing, you don't even need to say for instance in this case for Dovs because you're so closely connected that you don't need for instance, okay? So in China, during the COVID, it's all, this is an acronym. I'm not sure what it stands for, but corona something viral immune disorder or something like that. So during the COVID-19 crisis, social distancing helped to save the lives of more than if it's 2% of the population, then it would be 20 million people, right? Of more than 20 million people. And led to a 5% annual increase in GDP. Okay, so I'm just making this up, obviously, but again, for the IELTS, you can make up your examples. They just have to be believable. Okay, so in China, during the COVID-19 crisis, social distancing helped to save the lives of more than 20 million people and led to a 5% annual increase in GDP, or I should say, which led to. To a 5% annual increase in GDP. Okay, so and then my connecting concluding sentence. So connecting concluding. This is one of two reasons that I disagree with the notion that social distancing has worse ramifications for the economy than the pandemic. Okay, so here is my body paragraph 1. Let's read it together. I did this a little bit with your help as well, so good job, everyone. Human resources are the foundation of any nation's social and economic body. Therefore, social distancing is the right countermeasure in a pandemic. Clearly, humans create both the supply and demand needed for production in economic systems. So saving the lives of potential customers and producers can eventually lead to a better financial status. The more than 10 million lives saved so far by social distancing is worth billions of dollars in future savings and earnings. In China, during the COVID-19 crisis, social distancing helped to save the lives of more than 20 million people, which led to a 5% annual increase in GDP. This is one of two reasons that I disagree with the notion that social distancing has worse ramifications for the economy than the pandemic. Now, if this is a little bit awkward because it's too recent, I could just switch it out for SARS. Okay. There. So that is a little bit more believable. So in China, during the SARS crisis, social distancing helped to save the lives. Okay, so it's a little bit better of a comparison. All right. Okay, so that's your first body paragraph. That's your first Band 9 body paragraph. Students, unfortunately, I don't have time for body 2 and the conclusion, but I highly, highly encourage you to finish the body 2 and the conclusion in your own time and then send it to me. So send it to my email and I'll let you know what's going on. This is for members, of course. So members, send your body 2 and conclusion to adrian@aehelp.com, and I'll tell you what kind of a band score you can expect, okay? Elena, I just don't have time for body 2. It would just be me typing it up without any interaction, and there's no point in doing that. Body 2 highlights, okay, yeah, so sure. Remember the thesis, students? So body 2 comes from the introduction, right? And it's the healthcare system, okay? So body 2 has to be about how social distancing, so I'll highlight it for you, okay? I get what you're asking me, Elena and Charlie, so I'll help you out with that. So body 2 should be about social distancing reduces stress or strain on the healthcare system and its implications on the economy. Okay, so think about that one. Does that make sense now, Hemant, Charlie, Elena, everybody else? So body 2, social distancing reduces strain on the healthcare system of countries, and this has obviously a connection to the economy as well. Okay, Elena, good? It's clear? Remember, bodies are coming from the thesis statement, right? Always. Okay, Hemant, Charlie, clear? It's good? All right. Awesome. Okay, so I'm looking forward to those second body paragraphs. And the conclusion, so send those to my email, students, adrian@aehelp.com. For all of our viewers watching, join our premium package at aehelp.com for academic IELTS, GIELTShelp.com for general. Spend a couple dollars, get some great materials and strategies from education experts that not are only teachers, but also trained in psychology and psychologists like myself. Okay. All right. Tito, send me the example by email. Okay, I'll review it. Promise you. All right, everyone. Have an awesome rest of the day, and hopefully I'll see you in 30 minutes for listening part 3 and part 4 practice. You're all brilliant. You're doing great, and I can see huge improvements in our members that are attending these classes regularly. So keep it up. Good job. See you soon.